Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of the Guy Coco Kuchin podcast. We still got your current host, Graham, and
Black Phoenix in the building.
yeah. This is going to be, I guess, one of our less energy wins, I guess. We both had long days. I've been sick for the past so many days. So don't be surprised if you do see me kind of get off screen and wipe my nose or blow my nose. I apologize in advance. I've been asleep for most of this weekend. Like it's been trying. Definitely, I haven't played anything really except like 2 hours of Valhalla and then some deep rock with Bino, and then I just kind of like been chilling because I have not been feeling it at all.
I hear that. It's been a busier day for myself. Worked this morning, did some volunteer work in the evening. Got caught in some ice rain because in Canada that's a thing. You know what I mean? It just comes with the territory, man. No pun intended. But yeah, trying to get out there, do some good for the community.
What were you volunteering doing?
We had a waterfront festival actually, so they need some people. Make sure that a whole 9 yards, man. We got ice sculptures and stuff. People come with their families, got little signs and stuff. And it was I think it was the 25th anniversary of the opening of the park there or something like that. So they had a huge ice sculpture, big circle type thing, like carved in 25 into it and whatnot. Had one of the old mayors come through. And like did like an opening ceremony type thing. I think that was on Friday evening. So I only volunteered yesterday and today. So I didn't get to see any of those festivities, but help the people take pictures with their families and whatnot. They had a good time, come out with the kids and everything. It was a good time.
Heck yeah. I wanted to say I haven't really volunteered in a while, but I used to kind of do like at least once a year I would try to do something, either way to be like for my squadron or would it be for like the community. Like remember one time I judged like this kung fu competition, like a black belt competition. People were trying to like earn their black belts. They were like just in there fighting. They were like, yeah, you just judge. I was like, bet. All right, cool.
All right.
Like, yeah, it was super cool though because there were like a lot of teenagers and kids, and then there was like some actual black belts there trying to earn their dans, and they were like, like doing like demonstrations and stuff like that. I was like, hey, okay, cool. I'm here for it. All right, here for it.
All right, that's pretty cool, man. Living your Karate Kid dream, bro.
Right. It's like the other one I did was a haunted house for my squadron. That one actually, I'm bringing it up because it was fun. I've actually done 2 of those in like all 3 days. Yeah, like I did one the year before where it was like a little trail, and then one the next year where it was like a house. And I wish I still had the video. I would show it. Like I'm not trying to take credit for it. Like definitely the team helped me build it and everything. Like by all means, like we did ours probably in a shorter time than everybody else who was there.
But it was just proper.
Like people were telling people like, yo, you need to go see this one. Like literally we had it like, so we had lights that would be on, and like you come in and it's like a dude on a table and it's like this mad doctor just laughing, just like kind of like laughing over the body, like, oh, like yes, my precious, like kind of deal.
Oh my God.
And then like, so you're standing in there and it was like, we had it like sheets designed. So you had to like walk around and then like, this is the only thing right here. And we had sheets in the back where you couldn't see the people. So it'd be like 2 people sitting down and controlling the lights. And then there was one more light in the back corner with another dude behind like the sheet. And you couldn't see anything except for just like those lights. And then they'd come in, you stand there and he just starts laughing and everything. And then he'd say, I can't remember the cue line, but he'd say a cue line, and then we just kill lights so it go pitch black. And then we turn on like blinking black light, like strobing lights. And then he pulls out a fucking power drill and starts like revving it. Like it's like laughing. It was crazy. They were like, what the fuck?
Yo, this man went full Frankenstein, yo. Like that's crazy.
I was like, yo, because they were like, yo, they called us out too hard. Like they were like, hit our boss up, like our shop chief, and they were like, hey, these guys haven't been here and they haven't set up their room. We're worried about it. And I'm like, that's because we got it. Like, what are you talking about?
Like,
Don't
we
worry
done,
about,
bro.
yeah, like, don't worry about mine. Like, you worry about yours. And we literally that day went out, just bought everything, set it up, and then had one of the best rooms, lowest price. All we had was sheets, an old desk that was in there already, and like little cheap ass strobe lights. And they did the same thing. They drilled one of the dudes had at his house, and I was like, yes, that's what we're doing. It's
Like, yo, just make sure your drill is rusty and has like a random kick in it, bro. Like, just come through.
and like people will be like, yo, like people came to our room twice, bro. Like to bring people with them, like, yo, you got to see this.
You got to come back see this, man. Oh, that's sick.
It's telling you, like, it's like fear is, like that kind of thing is like mental, but that's another thing. But that's one of my I like volunteering for stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's cool. It's fun.
Yeah,
I'm glad that you volunteered too. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
man. Kind of, like, especially for the kids. It's messed up because people brought their kids, but
not well. Okay, like in fairness, like we didn't know it was gonna ice rain, so like we were just hoping for the best. So like they carried their kids out so that the kids are not stuck at home. Come out with their grandparents or whatever. Walk around, get some. Yeah, it was.
Well,
it was a nice vibe.
To the Halloween event they brought kids.
Oh. Man, kids love Halloween stuff, man. Come on now.
Yeah, we gave candy too, though. So that was, they didn't get nothing out of it. So that was cool.
You know what I mean. They didn't leave empty-handed.
Yeah, the ice rain thing, though, that's just like you can't control that. Like you just hope for the best, and then When I used to live in Maryland, we used to get that too, though. Like like in Maryland, like, and we actually have seasons, and so it's like in the wintertime we get all kinds of so every 5 or so years we get like a blizzard where we get like 8 feet of snow. Like
it just
dumps. I'm telling you, like, to the point one year I was able to jump off my balcony, which is raised about like 10 feet. I was able to jump off my balcony into the snow comfortably. Like nowhere. Yeah, like I wasn't like, oh, if I hit the ground. Like, it was none.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. It just stood there. I was like, wow, it's no snow out here. Like, I could sit on my porch and grab it off the ground and like make snowballs.
That's crazy.
Like, shoveling that though?
Yeah, that's not fun. No. You don't want to shovel that. That's one of the things in Canada. A lot of people after maybe their second winter that has a bad snowfall, they'd be like, all right, we getting the snow, we getting a snowblower, like straight up. Like a gas powered one, electric one, don't care. Yep. $300-400. We got a place called Canadian Tire, which is literally like just like an all you like, it's a department store kinda, but like they sell bare things, man. If you need a jacket, you need a hockey stick, you need a hockey jersey, you need your car tires changed, like you need some pots and pans, Canadian Tire.
Yep, I got that's how good.
So like Canadian Tire has a mad sale on like snowblowers every other year.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, they be making bank off that straight up.
Oh yeah, like, you gotta you take advantage of your surroundings. I'm pretty sure in Alaska it's probably the same thing. They got like something along those lines where it's like the Walmart section up there when it comes to snow beating, like it's totally.
They don't play, man.
Yeah,
it's a whole situation.
Because snow is like nobody. Like, to say nobody, I love snow personally, but most people who gotta like go out in the snow,
they don't like it.
You're like, man, I don't even want to go to work today.
See, that's the thing. Like up here, I don't mind snow, but definitely like if some people are the type where they don't like the cold, but they like the snow, or vice versa. They like the snow, but don't like the cold. It's like the snow looks nice. You get the picturesque winter wonderland. You take your pictures, everything looks great. You can send it to grandma back home, and it's all nice. Oh my God, grandma, it's a white Christmas, yay! And some people are like, nah, forget this. Stay my ass inside. Straight up.
Yeah, but it's like the same thing with rain too, though. Like people to me, I like rain, because it makes colors more vibrant. Like I don't know if people don't really notice that until I say it. For the most part, the next time it rains, go outside and look at a leaf and how green it is. You know what I mean? Or a tree, how brown it is.
Everything when it gets refreshed is what it is.
Yeah, it
gets refreshed.
the glare of the sun goes away, so it's just like you just see everything in this like natural state, and it looks beautiful. Like that's why I like places when like it rains a lot. Like I love like those rainy seasons. I don't know, like I don't even mind being out in it, honestly. Like it doesn't even bother me.
No, rain don't bug me that much. Like exactly. I had a friend in high school. She was like, "Yeah, no, if it's raining, like I just want to go outside and sit in the rain." Like I'm just like, okay, all right, I hear you. But you know, pneumonia is a thing. You know?
Exactly. Like I'm not about to go out there and just sit, but like if I get caught in it, it's like not the end of the world. Like I'm
it's like so like. Exactly. Like some people start getting caught in little drizzle and like they lose their mind.
Their whole days ruined. They're like, oh my god, man.
And I'm like, yo, bro, like
it would be raining when I'm outside, bro. It's like, yo,
right? And I was like, nah, man. Like look at the sky. It's been saying it's gonna rain, my guy.
Unless you live on the East Coast of America, like you don't know sometimes. You literally will be out there and it will like. You just
honestly, it catches us sometimes up here. They call it snow showers or rain shower, sun showers. Sorry, literally, the sun will be high in the sky, bright as hell, and then literally in 30 seconds, torrential rain. Torrential, like sounding like hail on your window rain.
Yep.
Like huge droplets. Wop, 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 wop. And then 5 minutes later, gone, clear.
Exactly.
Sun's still in the sky, and you're just like, why?
What was that?
What?
Like, did it just get humid for no reason? You're like, oh my, come on! Like that's what I get mad when it gets humid, and I'm like, yo, now it's hot and muggy. Like when I used to live in Louisiana, oh my goodness, bro! Like I would hit my garage, and I just knew what kind of day it was going to be, bro. Like I hit it, and it's like, cause like, my house be air conditioned. As soon as you hit outside elements, I'm not even like joking. Instant sweat, like instant. Just
it's like walking into a sauna, bro.
Yes, like, but almost worse. It's like a steam room, actually. Yeah, there you go. So I guess sauna, steam room, same thing. Yeah, a little bit,
bro. It's like you literally walk into just like it's like walking into water.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like you feel that break, like as soon as you just open the door and you just like okay,
yeah,
you get in the car and you just like
yep,
and you just like, and I used to work day shift, like Louisiana used to have this dense ground fog sometimes, and then they would have on other times like a dense, like so dense, like so my hand from here to here like extended all the way out to my face, you could not see yourself. Like,
yo, that's dense, bro.
You have to drive to work. The only thing you see is the headlights of other cars. Like you don't see the car until it's passing you, but you see the lights of it.
You see like the little glint coming towards you.
Them is like
that's crazy.
Like the fog, like back in Scooby Doo, and they took a knife and they like cut it. So like that's how dense it was, bro. It was wild. Like I'm sitting
that's
there,
wild.
And I'm like, oh, okay, yep. Here we go.
That kind of day.
Hopefully I make it. Like
go with God, young one. Like
sheesh, bro, that fog was no joke there, bro. And like it was cool when you see it in the morning time when it was like just the ground fog. It would like brush over the street, and then people drive through it or walk through it, you'll see it kind of like spill up.
Like
yeah. So it's kind of cool, like that part, but not when it was like, oh no,
not when you're in it. Yeah. Not when you're in it. It looked cool, but like just like you in the house.
Exactly.
But you got to go through it. It's pain in the ass.
No, it was swamps everywhere. Like one time we rode a bike, just like the people I used to work with were like workout junkies.
Gym rat level.
Like gym rat was it took one day off and was like, some days not. Like it was like, fuck, we gonna go. One dude literally ripped his shoulder ligaments and still went. Like
what?
Yo, I'm telling you,
bro. Have you seen a shoulder ligament pop, bro?
Like when they disconnect from the
like that is not pretty, my guy. Nope. It is, and it's painful.
Oh yeah.
How you still go after? I knew a guy at the last gym I went to a gym and they had a box fit class. It was pretty dope, I'm not gonna lie. Like I've always liked boxing, so I was like, yo, I'm signing up about this. And there's this old Trini man's and he showed me his shoulder, and he was like, I've messed up the shoulder so much, like the ligament is not setting properly. It's not. And he showed it to me, and like usually it goes up like this, right? Like it goes up and over your shoulder. His like literally just was like, man.
Oh, they did surgery just to like,
it's not even like it's not even like he did a surgery. Like it just I think it popped there once, and he just didn't get it sorted out. So yeah, it was weird, man. It was so bad.
Could he raise his shoulder this way?
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm about to say, because that's usually is like the one that goes from here to there.
Is the one that
designed to pull it up, like, you know, with the muscles and stuff. Like he probably just could go like this.
Yo, like, it was bad though. Oh my god!
I'm a boxer. I don't need to do this. Like
it was like I just go forward. You know what I'm saying? I got a mean left hook, bro.
All the energy is put in just go like, got you.
You know what I'm saying? No, like you just got the jab. He just got a hook. That's it. He got no more. He don't got no uppercut. He don't got a nah.
Yep. Okay. That's cool. I'm not mad at him. Like, yeesh. Wow. Okay. That's
oh man.
I'm not. Well, Trinidad got universal health care though. Why he go get that?
No. They ain't got universal health care like that.
I thought Trinidad had universal health care.
No. I don't think so.
Ooh. That's one for Google.
That's one for the Googles.
I can't because you know my position right now. I feel like if I
got you,
my shit will go like haywire. That's why I'm not moving this, but to try to be like hella still. Like I'm antsy. Like I want to go side to side so bad.
Oh, they do actually. They got a little something going on there.
There we go.
All right.
But that's why I was like,
and
well, he probably wasn't
interesting.
That, though.
No, but okay, but like we in Canada got universal healthcare too.
Yeah.
So I'm like, he left there to come here. Like he could have gotten it sorted out anywhere. Like unless he was like, I don't know if this man was like off in like Africa or in like Turkey or something. Like just like, yo, I'm fighting out here.
Fuck it.
Y'all here fighting the rebels or something, and you just can't get healthcare, bro. Like, I don't know.
He's like, it'll heal.
It's all right. Not
that's
pain
also
no
like that. Like that's that man's mentality. You know, like when we talk about it, like the man's healthcare episode.
Yeah,
like
I remember
stubborn.
That.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like you had to be like lost a limb, bleeding, like constant, like irrevocable
like pain.
Like like pain, like radiating kind of deal. Like then we're like, I'll go get some.
Maybe I'll think about taking care of it.
But you gonna take painkillers first. You go to nap. Go take a nap. Do a bunch of different things before you finally go. And like,
you're gonna try every holistic method in the book
without
and
no
some
knowledge.
That's just
holistic.
Not even in the book. You're gonna mix and match it.
like no knowledge of holistic medicine. Just like
zero. It's like I heard this from my uncle's cousin's cat, and this could work. I'm trying it. Like you could have gone to the doctor last week.
Yeah, it happened.
Like
to him.
had this.
He was fine. Like he did this, so he's gonna do what they do.
Right? Like no, sir.
Like, yeah,
they did not heal properly. They walk with limps. All of them. like where are you getting this information from? Please enlighten me.
You don't know. You just say, "Fuck,
right?
We're gonna send it. Like,
yo, full send, bro. Like, yo, that's what's up. I want my vital scars. Like, shoot. Like, no. Have arm functionality and leg functionality. Let's go with that.
Exactly. Like, you're gonna be old one day, and that's gonna hurt. Like, that's gonna hurt. Like, that's one of those things where you have like those permanent like tings or like rips, tears, sprains, whatever. You don't get them properly. Yeah. Like it will,
especially like the breaks and the fractures, yo. If you don't set a fracture properly or break properly, like yo, you're literally grinding down bone with every single movement. Like when you get 60, 70, 80, like you're going to be in pain just to move, man.
Yeah,
like that's crazy to me.
No, exactly. Yo, I'm telling you, it's like one of those things though, depending on how. So because you got like the kung fu masters who intentionally
they break and heal to make themselves stronger.
Yeah, but it's controlled.
It's in a controlled environment. They more without being medical professionals, they more or less know what they're doing and what they're doing to achieve a goal. We'll allow it.
Let me say fracture and break. I think a break is the one. No, you can't heal. Like you can't do that with a break. I think fractures
No,
Because fractures
no.
is like cracks, right? Or
Yeah,
breaks
fractures are the cracks. Break is
Yeah.
like full separation of the
yeah,
bone.
we don't do breaks. Breaks, breaks no go.
No,
Breaks no go.
no. You want to do close to fracture. It's not even like a
Yeah.
proper fracture. It's close to fracture because depending on where you get a fracture, if it's bad, if the fracture is bad, you actually have to break the bone to reset it properly. Yeah,
That's a
in
lot.
certain cases.
That's no. Like you're not wrong. That's the same thing with like Anderson Silva, Frankie Edgar, I believe, and then now Conor McGregor. Like how when they kicked and they like their chins just, and it's because they had micro fractures. I'm sure that's the only way, or they just kick that hard, like which is
bro. Some
usually,
of those, man. Have you seen Anderson Silva's muscles, man? That guy's a beast, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And he kicked and shattered it. But you know he was practicing his leg kicks before that fight.
Yeah.
Probably created micro fractures, didn't get it checked out because he was used to it. Went in,
and or didn't even let it heal properly. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the next part. Because like I play soccer, man. Like if I play soccer, like all the sports I play, like legs intensive. Basketball, soccer, used to swim back in the day, tennis, like bro, legs for days.
Yeah.
If my legs feel off, I'm not playing, straight up. Because like I've seen my cousins tear ankles. I literally played a game and I seen a man break his ankle, bro. And I'm just like, why would I do that to myself? Like I will train and I will play, but like I feel the tweet coming on. No. Coach.
Nope. Yeah.
Coach, I'm out. Like
we got.
Now
like,
I'm
gonna watch. I'll consult from the sidelines over here.
Like yo, give me an ice pack. I'm gonna wrap it up, and like we're gonna be on the sideline talking about this, coach.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm assistant manager now.
Exactly. Exactly. Like so, like I used to like spar a lot, really, and I actually like my right hand threw a punch, hit somebody in the forehead, fucked my shit up. Like I mean, chipped a bone, medical facility. I can talk about who, but let's just say really poor care. And for 6 months, my hand would like it would heal, like not heal, but it would like the swelling would go down. But then if I like, all right, I'm comfortable, and I would like go to turn wrenches because my job is very hand intensive. So I'll go to turn wrenches. Next day, my hand is like, boop,
just swole right back up
again, and I'm like, yo. I go back to the doctors, and I'm like, it's not getting better. Like, it's fine. Just use Tylenol, ice it. It'll go back to normal.
No, sir.
Kept doing that.
No.
Like, yeah. I'm telling you, they like, yeah. Like it was bad. And to the point where my original X-ray, had a bone, a tip of a bone floating right here, where it just so happened a piece of bone was missing in between my finger. Like where my middle finger was, like it had like chipped off, like my middle finger bone, like the way it goes down, like was just like carved that bone. And then put a piece of bone right here. And they were like, oh, that's I can't remember what they call it, osmosis, whatever. Whenever a piece of bone is just floating there, but your body acknowledges it and it usually leaves it alone. So in my X-ray, I had a piece of bone floating right here in the front of that knuckle. And they're like, oh, that's normal. It's probably just the osmosis, something like that bone. It'll just, this is always there. And I'm like, I've seen X-rays in my hand before and I ain't never seen no bone floating there. But okay, y'all got it. Y'all the pros.
No. We getting the second opinion after that one, homies.
Lo and behold, I get another X-ray because it's just not getting better. Chip's still there, kind of getting small a little bit, but that bone that was there, gone. My body absorbed it. Not supposed to be there. My body was like, get that out. And my body did what it was supposed to do, but they didn't. I went to a podiatrist.
For your feet?
The one for your hand. It's something.
Probably.
PD? No. Petty? No. Podiatrist? The hand specialist. I don't know.
Or is you sure you're not mixing with like an orthopedic surgeon? Because like podiatry, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure podiatrist is for your feet.
I have seen a podiatrist though. That's another story, but that's probably why I'm mixing them up. But orthopedic.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Foot,
orthopedic.
ankle, and leg. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, yeah, I've had that one. Orthopedic specialist. There you go. And she literally looked at. She was like, "They told you what? Keep using it? Like, okay, so tell you what I'm gonna do. So I'm taking 3 of your fingers. I was literally in a cast that the only access I had, well, I could only do this.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, like she took these 3 fingers and was like, you should have never been using that. Like, if you came earlier, I probably could have just bandaged it, kind of put a splint on it to make it so you'd be okay. But because you have been using it, I'm gonna make sure you can't use it. And like literally put this hard thing that formed to my hand, like my whole contour all the way down, and just sat there. And all I had, so pretty much it sat like this, and I could only do this. I shit you not, I was the claw for like 4 weeks, like 3 to 4 weeks, bro. Like, and I'm like, I hate y'all.
Bro.
I'm so mad, bro. Like, and he just sat there like, well, you saw our specialist. Like,
bro, let me tell you something right now. When I seen some incompetent doctors, man, and we make moves, bro. We move quick. So like when we found our initial family doctor, or like when we first came to Canada, we found a family doctor. Yeah. Like we went there, everything seemed fine. Then my aunt had this experience, and like we all sat there and we're like, so we ain't going back there, right? Bet. And then and then at that point, it's like we all went, okay, divide and conquer, find a new doctor.
Exactly.
And then like 2 of us came back, we're like, yo, this one's lit. Like we both confirmed, and then all of us went, like my main family of like 4, we all went here, and we're just like, yeah, this doctor's lit. All right, this is us. Yeah.
Exactly. No, exactly. You don't play with the health thing. You don't go to the doctors, it better be good.
Oh man, like I don't understand, bro. It's one of those things where I've studied biology. Yeah, like I study biology. And
me too. That's what I was
I'm like, yo, if you are a whole doctor, I don't understand how you come out with some level of incompetence. Like doctors are held to like a different standard, bro.
They take an oath.
A whole oath. Like who else takes oaths? Judges, senators, the president,
military, kind of like cops.
Yeah, but like
people
who
like have a responsibility to other people.
Thank you. That's what I'm driving at.
I got
responsibility.
You.
Like you are in charge of another whole human that you did not birth.
Your well-being is in my hands when I show up. Like that is my job.
Like if you on a plane, they don't say, "Hey, is there a cop on the plane? Is there a staff sergeant on the plane?" Nah. Is there a doctor? You a pediatrician? Don't care, bro. Come through.
You know something.
You know what I'm saying? Like you a dentist? Bet.
Yeah, it's something. Hey, you better take that teeth knowledge. They know that you have prerequisites before that. You know
what I'm saying? Come on. You did general medicine.
Yeah.
Like you did gen med. Come on now.
Exactly, bro. That blows my mind. It blows my hold up. What? Sorry. It blows my mind.
It blows my mind, bro.
People, you spend so much time like training, developing your skill set, and then when it comes time to show up, you blow it off.
Corners, bro. You try to cut corners, and oh my god!
When I had to tell a doctor what the sternum was, bro, I was like,
wait, what?
Yeah, that whole experience. I had literally done my own medical care. I just needed her to sign some papers. Like she was like, right, because I had story. I got meningococcal and anthrax in the same arm on the same day at the same time. Yada yada yada. Yeah, 2 vaccines. 2 horrible vaccines, by the way. I still suffer from them. Every once in a while, I'll get these fucking like these spells where I just like sleep, don't eat, don't have an appetite at all. Like I'm like cold, chill, sweats, night sweats. Like
oh, you go through it,
bro. This was the worst mistake I've ever gotten. Like, and they didn't tell me. They just said, "Hey, now you'll be fine." Both. I like after the fact had 2 bumps form on my arm.
Yeah, those
Never
are
happened after
swollen.
vaccines. If you get a bump after a vaccine, something's wrong.
Yeah, that
I
ain't
was
right.
in like so, got the 2 shots. Went to the gym. I was with the homie, and I'm like, bro, my arm feel weird, but or whatever. Like, let's bang it out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We like
facts.
lifting weights and whatever. Later that night, I'm home. Like, my girl cooked for me, and like I'm eating on a couch, chilling. Like, and I'm like, yo, my arm is bigger. And like, I know I went to the gym, but I ain't that. Cause you know what I mean? I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's the gains, the gains.
Like you ain't no Popeye, you know what I'm saying?
I like that's when I noticed. Like, I look at my arm and I see the 2 bumps, and my whole arm is like red and just like big. So it's like I'm part native. So whenever I like get hot or whatever, like I flare red. Like it's like a tint. Like you probably can see it now. Like it's like a brownish red kind of tint that comes like naturally all over my body always. But I was like red, like red, and I'm like, okay, maybe it's just because it's the first day. Cool, you know, just like 10 more push-ups, get it all worked out. You know what I mean? Like, bet, say no more. I woke up the next day. I'm surprised I woke up the next day. Like, that's how I felt. I had no energy. Immediately had to go to the bathroom. Like, throw up, everything, the whole 9. Like, my body purged. Like, get whatever this is in me needs to get out now. And I went and laid, and I sweated so much. Like, I soaked my blanket. I had to like change out blankets like overnight. I didn't eat for like 2-3 days. Had to go to the hospital, everything. Like, it was bad, bro. Like, it messed me up. Needless to say, I can't remember how I got there. What was I about to talk about? I totally just lost the train of thought. That made me think about some other stuff. But anyway, oh no, right, never mind. Yeah. So the side effect of that, every lymph node in my lymph node chain on the left side of my body
flared up.
Everyone. And I'm like, okay, cool.
Guess I'm sick now.
Yep. Had a PT test coming up, and I'm like, every time I walked, I felt this, like one of my groin more so specifically, I would feel like rub up against like, you know, my legs and shit like that. So I'm like, I'm not running like this. I'm not doing hip flexors like this because the one in my hip was also like, I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. Like, I'm not doing a PT test in pain. Like, every rep I do is going to hurt. Like, I'm not doing it. Like,
no. So
I went to the doctors and I'm like letting them know, and she's talking about something. She said, you don't feel any pain, like, you know, in like this part, this bone. I'm like, the sternum? She's like, yeah, that one. I'm like,
so we gonna just end this consultation right here.
When I tell you, I paused, like literally was like, you don't know what the sternum's? And she looked older too, so like, did you cross training in this? Like, did you just like pick this up as like a, you know, like a hobby?
Did she forget? Is this a senior moment? Like, genuinely concerned?
That's not even the worst part. Let me tell you the worst part. So I had to get a chaperone because, of course, it gave me a female doctor, and I'm like, I told y'all what was wrong, but okay. So she's like, I get you a chaperone or whatever the fuck, the escort, whatever those people are. And this dude is standing there, and I'm like, all right, bro, stop looking at me first off. Like, this, you can look that way. I'm not. This isn't anything along those lines.
We can't be making eye contact. This
you know
is
what
not
I'm saying? Like, he just like sitting there, just like. And I'm like, yo, you don't look away. It was so uncomfortable. And then she's just down there feeling away on my leg. And I'm like, she's like, I don't feel anything. I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, because you're not on it. Give me a second. I like had to grab her hand and put it on the lymph node. And she's like, oh, there it is. I'm like, crazy, right?
That is strike 2.
If only you knew. You know what I mean? She's like, well, no, that's definitely a thing. I'm like, yeah, I know. Here's the next one. And I literally had to take her hand and put it at the one like did like your base of your hip kind of.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, okay, yeah, no, you're right. I'm like, do you want to feel the one under my arm, on my neck? You know, I can keep going. They're all swollen. I promise you. I wasn't making that up. She's like, no, it's fine. I got you. Like, and then they wrote me the profile and everything. And I'm like, okay, cool. They're nice coming. I did my own medical. You know, I just needed you to sign a piece of paper. So this was, and went about my day. I was like, y'all, I swear I do not like. I've had great doctors. Don't get me wrong.
Went about my day.
Bro. When I tell you, it's like I have no help here. Like, I'm literally, if I'm like critical, I'm going to the hospital. That's it. Like I'm not never relying on this. Like,
Bro, bro, you basically did your own research, write your own paper, then graded it, and just said, "Here, sign the paper."
Pretty much. That's literally what happened. I'm like here. Two main ones, not doing the PT test because if I'm doing sit-ups, it's going to hurt. If I go to run, it's going to hurt. Even like planking to do a push-up, it's going to hurt.
You're gonna fall on that one side, and then it's even gonna hurt more. So like, no, let's not do that.
Yep, elevated blood pressure, heart rate, everything. Like my body was in constant pain for like 2 weeks after I got these shots. Like it was not going. Like, bro, I'm telling you, I got so many stories from just like bad medical care, and it's kind of scary because I'm like, I know when I get out, like, sheesh, like, and they're like, why do you want to not stay in for 20 years? Because I'll probably die. Like, you'll probably kill me if nothing else. Like, just take this shot. Even the COVID vaccine, I don't want that. I never wanted the COVID vaccine, but they made us get it, or you were going to be separated. And I'm like, I'm separating in like 3 months, y'all. Like, do I really got to get? No, it's a direct order. You got to get it at least while you're here. And I'm like, I done spent way too long to just get out on a less than honorable. Like, y'all don't give me my fucking honorable. Like, I done spent way too many years here to not get that honorable.
You invested way too much, bro.
Like, I should have got out when I wanted to 3 years ago. Like, but here we go. They done took more of my body. I tell you, it's something else. Yeah.
They done took more of my body. God damn. On that note, guys, make sure you when you get checked out, honestly, don't be afraid to get a second opinion. Like, always. For real. Like, I know it's a pain. You know, sometimes you got to take another day off or whatever. But like, unless you're at your trusted family physician or like a doctor that you know you can go to on a fairly regular basis, like go find a second opinion. It's not gonna hurt. I don't know how it works down there for y'all, if y'all gotta pay per appointment or something like that, because I know like for us it's free. Okay, so like consults is free, right?
It's scary.
Okay, well,
it still get paid.
Yo, so that's what's up. Okay, then like, yo, go help another doctor make bank.
It's like that's what's scary. It's like they get paid the first and the 15th like everybody else, but it's like they still. Oh, I froze. Oh, there we go.
No, you're good.
They still give like
questionable
care. Like, it's like, bro, you get paid to be here. You have security. You are working towards your retirement to then eventually get a private practice. Like, you haven't made out. Try. Read some books.
Bro, they read the books. They did read the books. Like, damn.
That's what's crazy. I'm like, yo, you're not even trying. Like, oh my goodness.
All right, let's stop playing for a second. Let's shout out to the doctors who actually do care. Shout out to the proper medical professionals, because like I know some of my friends in high school who are like actually like proper doctors now. So shout out to y'all. I appreciate doctors on a different level when they actually, you know, show up and show out for you.
Exactly.
Like, when you find a good doctor, like, yo, refer people to them straight up.
Yeah. Like, unfortunately for us, we really can't, but there are doctors. Like, and I'm like, even in my chain working, I don't want to say names, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
There are doctors that I've met that I'm like, you the one. I fucks with you. Like, I messes with you. Like, you it. Like
I'm gonna mess with you heavy still. Like,
yeah. Like, when I messed my back up, like, and this is actually like a real, like, kind of like I messed my back up doing stuff like PT mostly, and other things. But went to him and he was like, oh yeah, this is. He like literally did his little fields, his little like mini like branched off into like chiropractic, like, hey, put your leg over here, try to turn me, do stuff like that. Like, he said, oh yeah, I feel it. The only thing is that we had one chiropractor for the entire island. And he was
Are you serious, my guy? Yo, that's criminal. That's like criminal.
55,000 people, I believe.
Yo, you know what that is? You know what that is? I genuinely believe people don't respect chiropractors, yo.
They don't.
Straight, people do not. And like honestly, as somebody with like chronic back problems, I show out for my chiropractor. I've been going to the same chiropractor for 10 years. Yeah, like it came up the other day and it showed up in the email, and I was like, yo, I have not been going to this doctor for 10 years, like straight up. And like I searched my inbox and like straight up like 2010. Hi, welcome to the. And I was like, damn, I've been here for 10 years, bro.
I'm like best friends at this point.
Yeah, bro, like I seen all of the doctors. It's a family practice. Like I see the youngest doctors have like their own kids now, and I'm just like, yo, this is crazy.
Yo, you are a family member. You might as well start getting Christmas cards at this point.
Facts, like start to show out.
Like do your thing, but no, like when you find a good one, like always, like I've had like the one I had at Barksdale. And this actually was, she was like a little young, blonde hair, short blonde hair. I don't know her name, but she was like really on point. Like you could tell she cared. Like really, like even in the way she spoke, it wasn't like a okay, whatever. But oh no, like yeah, we can totally help you. Like we want to see what we can do, see if we can get you. You know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff matters.
Enthusiasm.
Exactly. Yeah. Like that stuff matters when you're seeking medical attention, because a lot of people are nervous about it, especially in my organization. They don't want to seem like they could actually be hurt, but they're afraid to go seek help because it's like the people think either like one, you're faking, or like maybe one of those things where they don't like, you don't want to seem weak. You know what I mean? Like a lot of that kind of stuff happens, and I was like, no, bro, like go seek it. Like they get paid to do it just like you get paid to have it. Like come on, like go
like
seek
yeah.
Like, I tell people all the time, like hey, you better not ever sit there and suffer. Like if you feel bad, say something. Like
right, like you know the pain or the situation is gonna make you either crabby or just like degrade your quality of life. Exactly. Like how you gonna be like in military and like not like, no, come on, man, like sort it out. Like I understand there's also a hassle aspect of it, you know. Sometimes it takes a lot.
Bother people.
Yeah, you don't want to bother people, but like the process itself is like a lengthy process. But like
referrals, like so here's one. I tell you stories. So I get here and I'm like, hey, I couldn't get seen when I was at, my last place because I was PCS, and so I was already kind of in the middle of care. But I'm like, my back, my sciatic, you know what I mean? Like I'm like, let me kind of start that process. And they refer me to this place. This place is fine. Don't get me wrong. Nothing against this place. I call and they're like, hey, we need you to get an MRI so we can see like, everything, nerves, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Got you. Just okay. Do that, bring that, and then we start our care from there. We start your consultation. I call my medical team and I'm like, hey, they say they say I need an MRI. And they're like, no, you don't. I'm like, excuse me? No, you got X-rays. That's fine. I'm like, this place told me I needed an MRI. So, because of his sciatica, it's not like bone problems. I don't know if you can see nerves in an X-ray. I'm not a pro, don't get me wrong, but or when I've ever seen it, I've not been like, oh, that's my nerves. No, yeah, never did that one. Maybe you all know something I don't. That's a thing. Maybe you know
like enlighten me. Let me know.
But they're like, you don't need one. We're not giving you one. I'm like, so I called the place back and I'm like, they say I have X-rays. I don't need an MRI. And then they're like, no, you need an MRI. It's just common practice. What we do, just tell them. I'm like, I told them multiple times. And they said, I don't need one. I have X-rays. And they were like, we can't see you until you get an MRI. And I was like, well, here we are. I'm just going to suffer, I'm just going to go about my day, fuck me. Right? That's all good. Like,
that's so weird though. Like, why would they tell you to do that?
Like, to this day, never got that MRI.
I'm dead. Bro, the last time I had to get something like that done, like the requesting doctor or requesting professional literally filled out a form, signed it or like stamped it or whatever, and like gave it to me. The first time I did that, she gave it to me in my hand and she's like, go to this place, give them the form, show your health card, and they will sort you out. And I'm like, bet, worked flawlessly. Second time I went there, And she was like, okay, so we changed the place and we changed our process. I'm going to fax over all the things. Call them, make an appointment maybe half an hour from now. Okay, it's going to take a few minutes for the secretary lady or the receptionist lady to fax over the thing them. Call in like a half an hour and we going to sort it out. And I'm like, all right, bet, doctor, I got you. Like, you've been like riding out for me for like 10 years. Like, I'm trusting you on this. Went home, sat literally and just waited for the clock. I was like, all right, bet. Called, set up my appointment, Gucci. So like the doctors talk to each other and then I just show up.
That's how it should be. That's how it should play out. I'm telling you. For us, nah. Like, you might get that, depending. You might. But no, generally it's like you gotta fight, you gotta kick some doors down, you gotta call 30 times, you gotta see people aren't there, they aren't at their desks. Like, I called Friday to get a refill on my other meds and nobody answered. I sat on the phone for like 2.5 minutes of ringing 2.5 minutes.
Oh damn, it didn't
even have it in the call up.
Like, damn.
Bro, and I'm like, I'm not calling back, because if I do, I'm gonna be pissed. Like, I know I'm going in.
Man's going in swinging.
Oh my goodness! I was like, let me stop, because I'm sitting there and I'm like, because when I called them again. Well, the first time when I got sick on Wednesday, I had to sit there. I literally stubbornly sat my phone down and let it ring for like a minute and 30 seconds. Like, it should never ring that long. But I let it ring, and then somebody finally answers and like, oh hey, hello, like, you know what I mean? Like, not like horrible, but still like not with that, oh, sorry for making you wait for a minute,
literally.
Like, but here, how can I help you? You know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, I'm dying. Crazy. If I was bleeding out, I just lost a minute. It's okay, because I got to go through y'all to go to the ambulance anyway. So that's the thing. Yeah, I'm telling you. Like, so the reason why I didn't really just go out, I wasn't dying. Let me not say that. I felt bad, but yeah, I was still like not
100%.
Incredibly agitated, bro. Like, my patience was like gone at that point, because I'm already sick and I'm sitting on the phone and my head is pounding. Like, my eyes felt like they was about to pop out of their socket. Like, my whole sinus system was like, my nose was bone dry. Like, it hurt. Like, that's how dry it was. It hurt.
This guy needed that humidity. This guy needed a humidifier ASAP.
Bro, when I tell you I was not feeling it, I was like, I'm like, my headache, my body hurt, everything was just off. Like, my hand kept locking up, and I'm like, yo, all right, y'all got me. Like, come on now. Like, I'm already holding this phone, and I can literally feel my thumb like spazzing to like grab it, and I'm like, oh, okay, yep. So I just like sat it on speaker, like out, and just kind of had it like resting, like, because I'm like, if I make a fist, it was locked into a fist. Like, it wasn't like I had to like literally pry it with my other hand to open my hand. Like, that's how, I don't know what the hell was wrong. Bro. Yeah, it was bad. And so they're like, oh, you might have COVID, go get tested. I'm like, I don't think it's COVID. I think it could be just like a flu, maybe a sinus infection. I don't think it's COVID though. But I had to go get COVID tested, and that was probably the most painful COVID test I've ever. My nose is already bone dry.
Yeah.
And he stuck that spiky thing up there, and I was like,
"Oh, was this like the early COVID test that they had to go all the way to the back of your nostril?"
Wait, there's another COVID test?
Yeah, there's the newer one that I've gotten since like flying and stuff. Is like they don't even go that far back. Like, if they go like right here in my nostril, like it's not that deep. It's just not that deep. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, they touched my brain. Yeah. Yeah. That one. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, they touched my brain. That's what's up.
Yep. Yeah, I'm telling you, like, it's like being like, you ever see something get like short wired when you stick it out? I was like, like when the first time I got one, I almost punched the lady. I was like, what are you doing? And she like hold up the Q-tip. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, no. And then she goes in, and I feel her keep going, and I'm like, what are you? And I just fucking like short out for a second, like, Steve, you gotta do the oven now. She was like, no, you don't.
No, you do not.
Yo, my eyes watered for like 10 minutes after my nose ran for the rest of the day, which was weird because this time it didn't. It just hurt a lot. Like, it hurt a lot. I was like, it's the most painful. I'm like, I don't think this was the right test. Like, not everything is COVID now, y'all. Like, I don't think everything is COVID. Like,
yeah, no.
'Cause I
But
don't think
that was the Gen 1 type testing, like all the way back, tickling your brain type movement. I opted out. I just went nowhere. When that was going on, I went nowhere. I was at home. I was like, I ain't got COVID. I'm chilling. I'm at the home base. Like, COVID ain't coming in here. My whole direct family is at home base. One person goes to groceries. This ain't it. COVID ain't it. And then when I think I flew into California last year, and COVID ain't making home base, fam. Nah, COVID's striking out before it gets to home plate. Straight facts.
No, exactly. That part, I feel it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So, and then so my sister, she did that test, and she was telling me it was not a vibe. It was just not. But I think at the 1 year mark of the pandemic, so maybe like 2020, the pandemic really started like 2019, right?
Yeah, beginning of the year. End of 2019. Well, it started in 2019 for other places, but for us, it was like
2020.
December 2019. I'm sorry, December 2020, going into 2020. No. December 2019 going into 2020. Yes.
So around 2020, February, March is when us in Canada, we really went lockdown. So this year, so 2021 January, was kind of like when I started like looking around and stuff. I got my first set of tests in April, June, because I was planning to fly out to California in like July, August. So I got my first test there, and then she was like, yeah, no, we changed all of this. And my sister was like, yeah, they changed the testing now. It's not as bad. Like you go in, bop, done. Like super quick. No sneezing, no none of that.
Which blew my mind because, in my opinion, right? What the heck is all the way back here that it ain't gonna be right here? Like, what culture is forming here that ain't right here?
Listen,
like, nobody else asked this question. Like, nobody else. Like you telling me you gotta take something and shove it
all
to the
back
of my sinuses?
All the way back. Yeah, man. I think at some point they realized that, like, I think it's a matter of not intensity. Intensity is not the right word. It's the degree of
the collection.
The presence of it. It's amplified the further back you go. And I think what happened is that as testing got better, they could stand to not go so far back. The test became sensitive enough that, like, at the front, like, yeah, you can pick it up from the ones at the front now. Even the most faintest, slightest presence will trigger the test, and so you don't have to go all the way to the back now. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Okay, it's a vibe. It's all right now. It's pretty quick. Like when I was in Cali, we had like less than 24-hour turnaround. It's pretty good.
Yeah, the turnarounds, that's shortened, definitely.
Yeah.
But that test has not.
Yeah, no, that test was that test would be illegal.
Yes, like it seems like an invasion of privacy. Like
that's a direct violation of all my human rights.
Exactly. Like I'm like, bro, like I'm telling you, like they scrambled the bottom of my brain. Like I felt like this is like I was like, fuck, what are you doing?
They rewired your brain a little bit right there. I was like, we're just gonna carry this one over there.
What are you digging for? Like what the fuck? Like is this a lobotomy? Like what the fuck is happening right now? Like
digging for brain gold, bro.
They taking brain cells out there. I'm like, yo, I'm telling you, it was like I've never felt like I just lost all sense of like cognitive ability. Everything was just gone.
Motor function was suspect.
I was like, if I move, I'll die. Like it's gonna poke my brain and I'm gone. Like that's it. Like I was like, I can't. I literally was like, you lucky I can't punch you right now. Like I wouldn't like. Oh, it's
Oh man.
I don't like medical care. You know, I don't mind it. I appreciate what doctors do. Those who care, those who try. I think it should be a public service, just like policemen and firefighters.
Yeah,
it should always be. I don't think that you should get paid and incentivized for providing help to people. Personally, I think that's kind of what phrase the what is that word called? Integrity? Yeah, the integrity of the practice, in a sense, like getting paid for it. Like if somebody can pay or can't pay determines if you're going to help them or not, and that's never. Nah,
It's not a good. It's not exactly the best setup.
It's a conflict of interest, and I know this is highly unfavorable and unpopular to like some people to hear, but it's like for the same thing. It's no, like it should be public service. It should be universal. It should be paid by the state and the government. Honestly, it should be like a double thing because you are providing a service. And then
So now that goes to where you live, right? Like we mentioned this earlier. Like places like Trinidad and Canada, England to an extent, France, they've got certain universal, maybe like a very broad overarching way to broach it, but like it covers so much. I think so in Canada, my understanding is coming from a long time ago, so it might have changed, but basically if you have a situation or a medical situation that is affecting your quality of life negatively, most times, to my understanding, you can get surgery to correct that for free, right? And that is dope. Like it's within reason. If the surgery or the procedure or the process or the therapy for that thing is very risky or something like that, the state might not do it, because like it's one of those things where like, no, you need to sign off on this. Like we can't just like willy-nilly just offer this. No. You need to sign off. If anything happens, you can't hold us liable. We're trying to make your life better type situation. But like back home in Jamaica, like, yo, nah, bro. Like people, like naturopaths in old school Jamaica still make bank because they care for the people and they actually give people regular fixes, regular stuff that they can go home and like apply lifestyle changes that they can apply. Like I never forget, my grandfather burnt his foot. Like I don't remember what happened, but he, like if he was like outside with like a coal stove or whatever, but like homeboy literally singed off the entire bottom of his foot. Okay, and this guy, on the advice of his doctor, like peeled up like avocados, smushed them up, added a whole bunch of stuff, made a salve from it, applied it to his foot, and like a week later he was just like walking around like, you weren't you just burned, sir? Nope, I don't know what you're talking about. Like that dude is a tank. I respect it. But like it goes to show like, yo, regular old school holistic medicine still has a place in society, and most people are not taking that in.
Look up Dr. Hebe.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Yeah.
Like
Dr. Hebe. That's like exactly what you just said.
Yeah, man. Like it's what it is. But like, like I said earlier, guys, if you can find a proper medical professional that like genuinely has your best interest in mind, you'll know really quickly. You'll know very quickly.
Yeah.
Like if your doctor takes time to sit with you and talk with you and listen, and then say, hey, I think you should do this, this, and this. What do you think?
Yep.
Like, for me, that's pretty much what I'm looking at for my doctor. And my doctor does that.
It should be a consultation. Like, it's really, your doctor should be listening to what you feel comfortable doing and what they think you should do.
Exactly.
Not saying what you should do, and then if you say, I don't really like taking medicine or doing this, and they're like, well, then I don't know how to help you. Like, that's not a good doctor.
Like, tough shit.
Like, understand that. So why don't you try doing this thing? If you like holistic type or you like this thing, like, but that's the medical practice and being able to help people when they need that help. Like, you have to be able to do that, I think, in the medical field. And that's why I feel like it should be a public service, which is why the schooling for doctors, in my opinion, still should be free. They should be able to go. Because if you decide to spend that kind of time to help people, you shouldn't have to pay anything. Teachers should be, if you go in and you decide that I'm going to be an educator, it should be free. You should go in and get the best education possible to teach in whatever field you decide to teach in. And that way you can give back to the community and produce better students to go, you know what I mean? Like not having to pay to get those anyway.
So no. That's a thing. And in certain parts of my country, of Canada, That's a thing. I think one of the Midwest provinces, Saskatchewan. I don't know if it's still active, but I remember when I first came to Canada a couple of years ago, or a bunch of years ago now. If you wanted to become a doctor in Saskatchewan, they would pay for your med school. The caveat is when you graduate, your first couple of years of being an actual doctor, you have to work in that province. So like you're giving back to the province that helped you study. So you have to be a doctor in that province for like 5 years or something like that. 3 to 5 years. I remember hearing about this a long time ago. And then after that, you can go wherever the heck you want. If you want to go out of country, out of province, go right ahead. But you've paid back you've done your you've given back.
Exactly.
Like, I understand what you're saying. Like, I agree with it on a very fundamental level. Like, yo, if I want to be a teacher and you have a really good like, comp me through it, bro. Like, I'll do it. I'll apply myself. I won't come out with debt. So I won't be a grumpy teacher, because like teachers don't make bank. Right? Like, if you go to teachers college and you come out with no debt and you're making like, I don't know, low 40s or high 50s, like in that little range right there, at least without debt, like you can count it as like a living wage.
Yeah.
Like, at least, right?
Exactly.
So that
hopefully you have benefits, so you're gonna worry about like healthcare.
Yeah, some teachers got good benefits, right? Up here, I'm pretty sure it's probably the same for you. Different what do you call it now? The different counties and different
like
teaching districts. Yeah, the different districts. This guy said Japan for the win. But it's probably over there too, like different prefectures, the different zones, whatever you call your zone, right? Different zones have different governing bodies for not only teachers, but like the pay scale is different. So like, I live basically in Toronto, right, which is like capital of Ontario, and that everything in Toronto has basically like a Toronto tax. If you want to buy a house in Toronto, it's more expensive. If you want to buy a car, more expensive. You want to do transit, it's probably more expensive. It's just what it is. And in fairness, the jobs scale a little bit like that too. So if I want to be a network admin in Toronto, I get a little bit of a premium. You know what I'm saying? Because like the competition is so it works in both ways. But in my understanding and what I've seen, typically people in that place get a little bit of higher pay.
It's like a cost of living kind of.
Yeah, exactly. So comp teachers, like certain fields and professions, I agree. Comp your teachers, comp your paramedics, your doctors. Doctors are a little bit more expensive, so if you can set it up like on top tier government side, like from the top down, you can set it up that it's beneficial. Comp your doctors, maybe your lawyers or stuff like that. But then, okay, but like, where do you draw the line at that point? You know what I mean?
So I actually figured it out. Well,
all right, bet.
to my I'm gonna say my understanding, I would say, or my not understanding, a plan in a sense. All right, so how about this? You have general physicians, general pediatrics, your nurses, RNs, CNs, or CRs, whatever they're called. CNs, sorry. But like, you have those. That'll be like a flat rate. The longer you do it, you know what I mean? Like the longer, so like for each year, there is a guaranteed raise until you hit a cap. The cap is decided. There should be like a little board of other doctors who can determine the level of difficulty and work that goes into doing whatever practice that you do. And we'll be saying like, all right, no, I think a fair amount to be in a general physician, or to be a general physician, to be, let's say like 70,000. If you're not paying for college, you're not in debt. So you still have the ability to go private practice, but at the same time, you still give back to the community by being in a service. Now, that's where it gets kind of complicated. Say if you do things along the lines of a specialty, optometry, pediatrics, or pedometry, sorry. Pedometry.
No, podiatry's right. Podiatry's right.
Okay, yeah. And then neurology.
Yeah, neurology, orthopedics.
Yeah, what's the one with the brain? Crane?
No, neurologist.
It's a neurologist? Okay, then.
Yeah.
So when you hit those specialty fields, that would take more schooling, more understanding, more advanced teachings. then you cap out a little bit higher. You still do whatever you got to do, but then you still get paid regardless. Like you still get to pay. I say they get paid leave, sick leave, all that other kind of stuff. They get all of the benefits, almost like in the military. Really, like you get paid to provide a service to the people, and you don't pay for school. You go, you get paid. You don't worry about it because ultimately, what are you really paying for? You're just paying sort of like paying for a person to teach people to do these things, and that's about where it stops. Like it really doesn't cost anything. Like we put a value on the knowledge to save ourselves. It's dumb as fuck. Sorry. Anyway, yeah. So we teach people how to do these things. You know, like what's it do? Ben Carson, first year to do brain surgery, should be in a college room, unless he's still doing surgeries, but still should be in a college room, teaching other people his mentality when going into brain surgery. That shouldn't be something like that. Knowledge should be passed down to the next generation so that we can continue his idea, perfect his idea, make it better. They don't pay for school. As long as you maintain a GPA and you can prove that you are still serious about it.
Exactly.
And
that's the only caveat you need to follow up. Like, yo, minimum requirements. If you slacking on your GPA and you not on track to graduate, don't believe you're gonna get out scot-free.
Exactly. You know, and that's when you kind of can. All right, so you either got like a semester to make this go up, or you about to get out and have to pay a lot of money. So that way, people don't just take advantage of the system. You know, you going into this, you are going to.
Yeah, the only way you benefit is if you actually graduate.
Exactly, and that would take a true care, and not I'm doing this to get paid a lot of money, yada yada yada. You never take away the ability to go private practice, especially in a capitalistic kind of nature, setting, surrounding country, America. You never take away that capability, so you can still go private practice once you've paid that back in a sense to the community, like kind of like this province in Saskatchewan you was talking about.
Yeah,
you spend a little bit of time doing what you do, yada yada yada. And then boom, after that, you do whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? Yeah. But if you have like a constant or consistent program where people are still coming in, coming out, you don't want a brand new dude doing brain surgery, but that depends on, like you can always apprentice in a sense. And
yeah, you're still going to have like your residencies and stuff like that. So like even that concern is like, I get it. But like in the system baked into the system is our guards against stuff like that. It would literally take an unprecedented series of unfortunate events for like a newbie to like be stepping into something like that, right?
Exactly. But they still would have that expert training at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they probably the best option that you have. You're not gonna get the best doctor every time. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna get a Ben Carson every time working on your brain. But at the same time, cardiology, the other one, sorry.
Heart doctors.
That was bothering me. I was thinking about it the whole time. I'm like, what is the next one? But anyway.
I'm dead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. There's one more too. It's one more bones. Osteoporosis?
An osteopath.
Yeah, okay. We'll go with that. Anyway. I'm trying to think of all the medical, I'm telling you, I love medicine. I always wanted to get into it. Even before I joined, one of those things I was planning on doing was going into biology and then genetics and microbiology and then becoming a research biologist to kind of find cures and shit like that. Anyway, I'm sorry, not to get distracted, but yes, those same thing with police officers where it'd be make it through the training, kind of yada yada. You don't pay for anything. We got you. Same thing for paramedics. Same thing for firemen. All of these kind of people who provide this kind of service to society that do and put themselves in a line of some kind of danger or risk to save lives should never have to pay for any training, especially if you can maintain, in a sense, a.
You know what? On that one, I know cops in Ontario, the province I live in, most of the regional police forces, when they hire people, they have training that, you go to the police academy and stuff like that. But depending on the type of, if you go through college, like a, what do you call it now? A police foundations type course, where they literally just train you from the bottom up to you're basically streamlining going right into
police work,
the police force, right? I don't know from that angle, But there's another stream where basically, like, if you're like a civilian, like regular as civvy, you already have like post-secondary or whatever, and you want to apply to the police force, their academy for them is like 3-4 months, and it costs like 10-15 G's. But by default, there is a loan available to you. Like, don't matter what your credit score and stuff is like, if you're serious about being a cop, here's a loan, we will pay for your schooling. It'll come back out of your pay afterwards. Like, it'll just be like a line deduction, like straight up. But like, it's already taken care of.
Yeah, it's not like a interest, kind of like they're not trying, they're just helping you get through it.
Yeah,
they don't necessarily want to make okay.
Exactly. And the best part about it is, from what I was reading, when you're doing that training, technically you're a paid cop already. So you're already getting like 50 stacks a year, technically, for being a cop in training. So like, they're like, okay, well, you're getting paid, but like, we're just gonna deduct it like $150 per paycheck. Done.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Like,
yeah,
like, we're not taking money, but like, you're just not seeing as much activity in your account. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, you so like, you never had.
some professions have it set up like that. I don't know about other provinces. I don't know about province level police, because we have those. Like how you guys have state patrols. And
yeah, like so, like the county, you have state, and then sheriff, and then marshal.
Yeah,
yeah, I got you.
So like your state level police force, I don't know how you guys do it there, but like for us, we have like Ontario Provincial Police, where they just roam about all over the place. I don't know how their training is. I haven't looked it up.
I think it's like once you pass the police academy, then you apply for that place, and then like I think it's like they do just like a regular kind of eval. A lot of people I think do more localized because I think that's where they're from.
Yeah.
Some people do state because it's like they can just go anywhere, like it doesn't bother them.
They just roam around. Yeah, exactly.
And the same thing with like field marshals or U.S. marshals, where they just gonna say field marshals. U.S. marshals, where it's like they can just go anywhere whenever they need to. Like that's like it's really on a level of how much you enjoy it. And then the sheriff is just more so like a localized, like they're different. I think they're actually like they're deputized by like the state. So I think it's totally different from them.
Yeah,
like it's not the same. Like I don't know really. I don't. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with the police structure as much, but I would assume based on like the caliber, because I know like Baltimore City Police, Baltimore County, and the Highway Patrol. Like Baltimore City is so big that they don't really have a lot of other different cops except Baltimore City police officers driving around Baltimore City. Same thing with Baltimore County. And then you just have like Highway Patrol. So if you're driving in any of the highways in between.
That's like, how we have it set up. That's exactly how we have it set up. Or like if you're in the region of Peel or Halton or York or whatever, like you only see those mans. Yeah. And then if you're on the highway, like you'll see those regional police on the highway from time to time, but not regularly. Yeah. But on the highway, you see Ontario, like OPP is the only police you see on the highway. Like they have different color scheme and everything. Like everybody else has like their blue and green or whatever. These mans are in brown whips. Like
no, it's the same here. Yeah. Like
yeah, think, so they set it up like that.
At least even in Sumter, at least they have like it's like silver and blues, and then they have the sheriff, which are black and golds, and then they have the state, which is kind of like silver and blue, but they also drive whatever they want. Honestly, like I've seen them in like silver cars, like pretty much it's like a certain style. Like that's what you go for. But for the most part, Sumter is silver blue, and then sheriff, because those are the main two you see driving around here. Sheriffs are black and gold, and then Sumter is. Oh, I just said my. I never wanted to do that, but anyway, it don't matter. They are silver and blue. Like, and then the South Carolina State Police. I don't know actually. I think they might be silver and blue too. I'm not mistaken. I just know black and gold and silver and blue are like the main two colors that you look out for, that you see them driving in. I'm not looking out for them like in that way. I'm not really doing anything that I need to
keep
worry about. Yeah, exactly. But like when you're driving, you still like, I may be going a little fast. I may slow down a little bit. Like
let me just keep an eye out for these men right now.
Exactly. Like, you don't have to deal with the cops. It's a good day. I've
Right?
only been
You know
pulled
what I'm
over
saying?
like 3 times. Knock on wood.
Yeah, I
Each
think I've
time
only
it's
been
been an
pulled over like
interesting
twice.
story. Yeah,
I think
each
I've only
time.
been pulled over like twice. Yeah.
Good shit.
I think we can talk about that in another episode. Still, that's gonna be
Oh
an
no, yeah,
interesting one.
it's dealing with the popo.
Whoop, whoop, that's the sound of the police. Oh man.
Oh shit!
I think
No.
that's a good spot to wrap it up.
I was about to say that. Hold
Honestly.
up. I'm trying to get blurry. I'm trying to get this thumbnail.
Oh jeez. Oh my god. I'm telling you.
Oh.
Listen, folks. If you're watching this video, I told this man early on when he was testing his video off recording. This guy. If y'all watch old school Star Wars, this guy looked like when Obi-Wan was visualizing Yoda. He come in all blurry and Yoda would be like, "Use the Force, Obi-Wan." You know what I mean? I was like, "Yo, dude, you gotta stop." But shout out to the man. He set up he updating his setup, so we gonna tweak it going forward. Don't worry about that.
I actually do have a new like camera and a mic, but it's just kind of my computer's rejecting it a little bit right now. We're gonna figure
it like, nah, I want that old stuff, yo. Give me that old setup, bro. Like, what you mean? Yep. Man, but no worries, bro. No worries. We stepping forward. We looking out for some new stuff. All right.
I'm gonna see how it look in the editing software. It might actually look better. It's just weird in this getup, kind of.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, fingers crossed. The boy said he was out recording some Twitch stuff, and it was looking fire. So you know what I mean. This is what you said, right? You were recording some stuff.
That Twitch.
This guy. You were live streaming or something like that?
OBS, yeah, OBS.
There you go.
I'm gonna send you that footage too. I want you to look at it. Tell me what you think.
All right.
So in that OBS setting, it's actually kind of like, well, it comes like OBS automatically puts it into like a shareable normal MP4 file, and like go just like send it out. So like whatever normal video software you play, like Windows Media Player, VLC.
Oh, stop! This man said Windows Media Player, bro. Like, what is this?
Bro,
1995, bro? Stop!
Don't even take it like that's not the GOAT, bro. Like the one that started it all. Like they all designed themselves.
Let's be real though for a second. Yo, tell me if Windows Media Player's visualizations were not absolute fire.
Yes. Audio? What? Bro, you put that on full screen at a party, you like, y'all ain't gotta worry about it. We cool up here, bro. Like projectors, just like let it go.
Bro, when that bass started to kick in and you see the visualization start.
The alchemy one, the one that would like change between different ones as it
bro.
That was about to go a whole nother tangent.
We about to go in, bro. That's a whole nother. Man, generations of music, bro. That's a whole next thing, bro. That's a whole
screensavers with the maze. You would like walk through and find out. I'm sitting there like,
stop.
Like, we got it.
Yo, kids don't know about them ones now, man. Yo, that was
just spent, and they're not even like doing it. You just literally watching this thing just navigate a maze until it finds a little the little cube thing, and then it just disintegrates. Come back together.
Come back, new maze. Bob, let's go. Yo, bet. Yo, that's one thing that we've lost, man. Like,
I know.
We about to go in, but we ain't gonna do that right now.
Next episode. Hey,
that's the next one.
We'll put a pin in that one.
Yeah, we're gonna put a pin in that one.
Definitely. But as always, thank you all for coming. I appreciate all the new subscribers that we've been getting. Also, real quick shout out to South America, Central America. Y'all been going in. Holy bro.
Yo, I seen them in it, bro.
I'm on Google Translate. And put it in, like, I'm like, all right, I don't know Spanish, but we about to find out. And I'm like literally going, I'm like learning Spanish words now.
Man.
Like, can't call like all of them. I'm putting it in, translating what I'm saying, putting it back in, like, yo, I told you it's about the community, and the community is what it is. Like, even if you don't speak the same language, I always said I'm always going to try to make it.
We out here, man.
We got technology now. We reached that understanding.
We got technology now. Don't kill me.
I'm like, shout out to them because they have been incredibly. I want to know more, and I'm like, okay.
Facts.
The podcast.
Facts.
But
Big facts.
Also stop asking for pictures.
It's a video format podcast,
bro.
my
If you
guy.
click the link I sent you, you can see us. It's all of us. There you go.
We are here.
Boom.
We live in Technicolor, bro.
Stop asking. It's like what you saw last week is how I still look. I promise you. I've looked the same for 10 years plus. Ain't changing.
We have not gone under facial deconstruction, reconstruction. Nah.
There are no women here. I'm sorry if is that what you're looking for? There are no women. But we are all the same, okay? I'm Graham. We said at the beginning of every episode, you have Black Phoenix, you have the other two old hosts, Pop and Will.
It will, you know what I'm saying?
Occasionally, and you have Blaze. It's all the same. Nothing changed.
But shout out for the fan engagement though. Shout out for the engagement.
I'm not bad at it. I'm not calling people out. You know what I mean? Like putting their name out there. It ain't nothing like that. It's like no disrespect. It's just like yo, like you look at the chat. I was like yo, like I told you about like that's a gram. Like what? Like let me send me a picture. I'm like, there's a whole video. If you just click the link, like I promise
we can do you one better, my friend.
It's right there, buddy. It's right there. Like, go for it, man. Like, come on. Like,
oh man.
But no. I appreciate, even if they like reaching out in general, it's like they care enough. You know, you're spending your time kind of going out there. Hopefully, you're not trying to get anything like crazy. That'd be weird.
Yeah, that'd be a little weird. But you know, we out here building the brand, and that's what's up. So we appreciate. We appreciate.
Yeah, we will have little trinkets and stuff like that, like little brand kind of like
get that merch.
Really like your symbol. Like I'm not going front like that.
Loud,
I don't want to take it from you though. But
you gotta allow that one. You gonna have to allow it. You know what I'm saying?
It's fire. Like
I'm trying to rebrand up my YouTube, bro. Like I seen some other mans have literally Black Phoenix as their thing, and I'm like, yo, I'm about to body you and then like take that, because like I've been Black Phoenix on all my gaming stuff since like 2010. So like if you're gonna fight seniority, like I got it.
Exactly. No, Grandmaster Shag has been there since 2008-9. I want to say, because I was Shagmeister and then I lost that account, and then I was like, I need to make a new one, and I was like, you know what? Like I tried to get my I never told you the story of the Grandmasters.
Now we that's a whole where we got our usernames and our clan tags. Man.
Yeah.
That's a whole thing.
That's a good one. That's
a whole thing.
Yeah, but anyway, so to wrap it up, I wanted to shout out people from South America and Central America. Actually, everybody, everywhere. Normals. Tia, because you've been showing up too. I appreciate it. Had to shout her out. Yeah. Nelly, you know who you are. You also been a dope one. We should do a Sarah, I think, who said happy birthday to me. Appreciate that one. Thank you. There's one more I can't remember. If I don't remember now, I'll shout y'all out later. But I appreciate everybody who constantly comments and likes. Y'all the best. I love y'all.
Yeah, man. Yo, stay in the comments, folks. Stay in the comments. If you got topics you want us to talk about, broach, have a casual chat about, throw it in there. We'll see what's up. I don't know. Maybe at some point we'll go live and open up that chat.
I've been talking about that. I actually been recording Valhalla. Like I said, I'm gonna do from the beginning to end. Oh, we supposed to talk about Assassin's Creed. Did we talk about that?
Next time. Real quick. Now that you mention it, I actually just 100%ed Assassin's Creed Origins, and I started Odyssey not too long ago. So
yeah, I got Odyssey too. I had it on Xbox though, but no, let me know how that one is. Valhalla, I'm gonna let you know right now. They put your boy on the ship, bro.
Yeah,
they put your boy on the ship. They take command. You can sing songs. From your past, once you make stories,
we have to go into that.
I've been recording it. I got 2 hours of recording already. I was gonna do a long play today, which I still might do because I slept all day, so I might stay up until I get tired and just record something real quick. But I woke up antsy last morning, this morning, 2:00 in the morning, I should play it. I was like, I don't want to record them, but I was like, I should just record it. Just record it. Just go for it. Just play it. And then, so the first record is kind of the audio is like this, but
a little garble.
Yeah, but you still get the gist of the game. The game you hear, it's just my voice you don't hear as much, which is fine.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
And then the second one is a little better. This one I think is going to be even better. But either way, we're gonna get into that one. All right, Valhalla. Maybe we could do Valhalla and Odyssey, we just stream them both. Like you have like, you know what I mean? Like, cause I was thinking like we just make a whole streaming section or a whole like gaming record section of the page, and we just throw it all in there, so everybody can kind of go in and like, pick whatever they want to watch and make playlists of whatever we're playing or whatever. And then,
facts.
But before we get distracted, we're thinking about playing games or whatever on the show or channel. Let us know what you think. If it's something, I know most of y'all don't really like gaming, but some of y'all do. If you're interested and you want to see it, let me know. Also, once again, if you don't speak English or no hablo English or what, Nihongo? No, Nihongo is Japanese. What's English? I don't know English and Japanese. That's weird. I know Chinese, which is even worse, but
yo, it's fine, my guy.
Meiguarin.
Like, I see you're a man of culture as well.
But no, like, so if y'all don't speak English, it's fine. I'm thinking about adding like multicultural subtitles, at least so everybody can kind of get in, because we be reaching out to everybody. Like a lot of our fan base. Charlie Horse, oh my god!
I got a cramp.
Anyway, I'm sorry. If you don't speak English, it's fine. Just comment. We will still respond. I will Google Translate the hell out of whatever you say.
We will try to keep open communications. That's what's up.
Always.
You know, my man out here, he needs some milk.
But anyway, all right, I'm done. All right, thank y'all for coming. Welcome. Thank you for coming to the Guy Kokugujin podcast. We are going to be coming up with a new name, which we are constantly discussing, trying to figure it out. It's not that I don't like the name. It's just kind of complicated and it's not as comfortable. Like, it'll be remembered forever. But we need to, like, it's gonna be our own thing. Black Phoenix, you want to sign out on your own, or?
Always. You know what I mean. I am potentially doing my a Twitch channel. I already have a placeholder. Like, I locked that down a long time ago. But I am a big gamer. I do a lot of racing. Racing sim, arcade racing, so Need for Speed, Forza, The Crew a little bit, only a little bit. Nothing to write. Say what?
On Xbox?
Only Forza on Xbox. Everything else is PS4. I'm sorry, bro. I'm new to the Xbox game. Okay, even that my Game Pass Ultimate might go up right now, and I'm just like, you know what? I might leave it still. So don't know, but might do that in a little bit. I'm a Boxer boy. I'm a Subaru fan, so you know, shout out to that. But other than that, nah, you know what I mean. Just like, comment, subscribe, and be kind.
Always. I think this will be our new saying. Be kind. I love that one. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, I copped that from my next man, and I just love it. I'm just like, yo, just be kind, guys.
Be kind. I love that. That's why I put in like the little ending sequence. Stay up.
Like, comment, subscribe, and be kind. Straight up.
Okay, that's it. All right,
that's it.
Y'all take it easy. I appreciate it as always. Thank you for coming. Bye.